Hey there, team. Coach here, and welcome to the Health Exam Prep STI Awareness and Prevention Boot Camp. We are officially in the final stretch before test day, and this explainer is built to be your high-speed, high-yield review. We're cutting out the fluff, focusing on exactly what you need to know, and we're going to test your knowledge in real time. So, sit up straight, get those mental gears turning, and let's crush this.
All right, here's the playbook for today. We'll establish our baseline with core concepts, then we'll break down the diagnostic matrix and build up your shield in prevention and defense. After that, we run a 3-round scrimmage, matching, true or false, and a final readiness check to make sure you're test day ready.
Section 1. Core Concepts and Spread. The baseline. We've got to understand exactly what we're dealing with before we can talk about defense.
So, let's define the battlefield. STIs, or sexually transmitted infections, are simply diseases passed from one person to another through sexual contact. But how do they actually spread? Well, it essentially boils down to 3 primary pathways: bodily fluids, direct skin-to-skin contact, or from a mother to her child during pregnancy or childbirth. It's a biological transfer, plain and simple.
Now I need you to mentally screenshot this whole iceberg concept, because this is the greatest trick these infections pull. Sure, you might see tip of the iceberg symptoms, things like unusual sores, itching, pain during urination, or maybe unusual discharge. But the absolute most critical point is what's under the water. The vast majority of STIs show absolutely no symptoms right away. You could be infected and feel 100% fine. That is exactly why regular health checkups aren't just a suggestion, they are literally critical.
Moving right along to Section 2, the diagnostic matrix. Let's categorize the big 6 infections you're definitely going to see on your exam.
The biggest takeaway for you here is understanding the difference between bacterial and viral infections. Your bacterial infections, that's gonorrhea, chlamydia, and syphilis, are generally curable with antibiotics. Pay special attention to chlamydia. Remember the iceberg? It often has 0 symptoms but can cause serious complications, like infertility if it's ignored. Now, on the viral side, we have HIV/AIDS, which attacks the immune system, genital warts caused by HPV, which actually carries a cancer risk, and genital herpes. Viral infections are manageable and sometimes totally preventable, but they are not curable. Make sure you know the difference.
Section 3. Prevention and Defense. The shield. We know the threats, so how do we build an active defense? Let's get into it.
Your defense shield is basically built on 4 reinforced pillars. Step 1 is safe practices. This means using condoms and limiting partners. Step 2 is vaccination, and this is a massive one. We actually have a vaccine for specific viruses like HPV now, which is an absolute game changer for cancer prevention. Step 3 is early detection. Since we know STIs love to hide like the bottom of an iceberg, regular checkups act as your radar. And finally, Step 4, open communication. Talking openly about sexual health with doctors and partners removes the stigma and keeps everyone safe.
And just like that, the playbook review is done. It is officially scrimmage time. Section 4. Quiz Round 1, Matching. We call this the sound check. I need you totally focused here.
I'm going to give you some terms and definitions. You're going to pause the explainer, test yourself, and lock your answers in before I reveal them. Ready? Let's go. All right, we've got 5 terms. 1. STI. 2. HIV/AIDS. 3. Symptoms of STIs. 4. Prevention of STIs. And 5. HPV. You need to match those to the exact descriptions. Hit pause on the explainer right now. Think about it, test yourself, lock it in.
Okay, let's see how you did. Number 1, STI matches up with an infection spread mainly through sexual contact. Number 2, HIV/AIDS is a virus that weakens the immune system. Number 3, symptoms goes to unusual sores, pain, or discharge. Number 4, prevention is vaccines and safe practices such as using condoms. And number 5, HPV, stands for human papillomavirus. Bottom line, make sure you know those definitions cold.
Shake that off, because we're moving straight into Section 5, Quiz Round 2, True or False. We are going to bust some major middle school myths right here, right now.
First, let's tackle the biggest myth floating around the hallways. Fiction. You can catch an STI from a toilet seat. Fact. No way. You absolutely cannot. STIs require the exchange of bodily fluids or direct skin-to-skin contact during sexual activity. They just don't survive on cold, hard, inanimate objects. Consider that myth totally busted.
Okay, here are your 5 statements. 1. STIs can only affect adults. 2. Using protection during sex can help prevent STIs. 3. You can get an STI by sharing a toilet seat. 4. Some STIs show no symptoms at all. 5. Vaccines are available for some types of STIs. Pause the explainer right here. Decide if each one is true or false. Lock your answers in.
Boom. Let's check your facts. Number 1 is false. STIs affect anyone, regardless of age, who engages in sexual contact. Number 2 is true. Safe practices like condoms are your primary shield. Number 3 is false. We literally just busted that toilet seat myth. Number 4 is true. Remember the iceberg concept? Chlamydia often shows absolutely 0 signs. And number 5 is true. The HPV vaccine is an incredible tool to prevent warts and cancer risks. Awesome job if you went 5 for 5 on those.
All right, Section 6, Final Readiness Check. You've made it to the 3rd and final round. This is the ultimate multiple-choice check to make sure you are 100% prepared for exam day. High stakes.
Read these really carefully. Question 1. Which STI often has absolutely no symptoms but can cause serious complications like infertility if left untreated? Is it A. Genital herpes, B. Chlamydia, or C. Syphilis? Question 2. HPV stands for human papillomavirus. What are its 2 primary medical consequences? Is it A. Warts and cancer risk, or B. Blisters and immune weakness? Question 3. True or false? You should only get a medical checkup for an STI if you are experiencing unusual sores, itching, or pain. A. True or B. False? Pause the explainer one last time. Test yourself and lock in those final choices.
Time's up. Let's reveal the final results. For number 1, that silent threat is B. Chlamydia. For number 2, HPV causes A. Warts and cancer risk. And number 3 is a resounding false. Because of the iceberg effect, you need regular checkups, even if you feel perfectly fine. If you nailed those, you are in incredible shape for this test.
We've covered the spread, we broke down the diagnostic matrix, we built up your defenses, and you just absolutely crashed that scrimmage. I want to leave you with one final thought, straight from your study guide. Education and open communication are your best tools for a healthy future. You've got the education now. So the real question is, how will you use open communication to protect yourself and others moving forward? Think about that as you wrap up your studying. Good luck on your exam, team. You've totally got this.